Why it's time Deion Sanders starts Julian Lewis at quarterback for Colorado. As Colorado quarterback Deion Salter struggles for consistency sink the Buffalo's season, prodigal freshman Julian Lewis may get another shot. His much-needed development, enticing skills, and locker room rapport could force coach Deion Sanders' hand. As the Colorado Buffaloes continue to struggle through the 2025 season, with a record of 2-4, coach Deion Sanders is faced with one of the toughest decisions of his tenure in Boulder. It may be time to hand the keys of the offense to freshman quarterback Julian Lewis. The Buffaloes' offense has been marred by inconsistency and missed opportunities, with quarterback Deion Salter unable to find his footing despite flashes of brilliance. Meanwhile, the promising freshman, Lewis, is ready for his moment. It's a matter of development, timing, and making the right decision for both the present and future of the Colorado football program. As the Buffalo's bowl game hopes continue to fade, with a Big 12 title looking more and more unlikely, Sanders may need to shift his focus toward long-term development, giving Lewis the chance to develop under the pressure of live game action. The sooner he starts, the sooner the program can build for tomorrow, something that Coach Prime has always promised for Colorado's future. The Colorado offense has been the team's weakest link this season. While Coach Prime's defense has been solid, particularly in games where the Buffaloes have faced top-tier opponents, it's been the offense, led by Deion Salter, that has let the team down. At 2-4, the Buffaloes have struggled to find any semblance of consistency, and it all begins with the quarterback position. Deion Salter, a senior who was expected to bring leadership and experience to the position, has instead been erratic. His performance against TCU in the Big 12 opener, where he threw 3 first-half interceptions, highlighted the very issues that have plagued him throughout the season. Salter has shown flashes of dynamism. His mobility and playmaking ability are undeniable, but he has failed to sustain that level of play, particularly in critical moments. Salter's inconsistency has been a source of frustration for Coach Prime and his coaching staff. While his leadership should theoretically be a stabilizing force, it's been a double-edged sword. In moments where the Buffaloes have needed to make a play, Salter has faltered. His inability to consistently manage the offense, particularly in high-pressure situations, has only compounded the team's issues. In contrast to the Buffaloes' improving offensive line and the team's solid run game, Salter has struggled to step up and deliver in the passing game. Julian Lewis, the 5-star freshman quarterback from USC, was a major coup for Coach Prime when he flipped his commitment and chose to join the Buffaloes in the summer of 2025. There was immediate excitement around Lewis' potential, with many seeing him as the future of the program and the heir apparent to Shedeur Sanders. However, as the season has unfolded, Lewis has largely been relegated to the bench, having appeared in just one game, against Delaware, in which his contributions were minimal. This has raised questions among fans and analysts. Why isn't Lewis getting more opportunities? Is it due to a lack of readiness? Or is it simply the result of Coach Prime's desire to stick with Salter for the time being? There's little doubt that Lewis has the talent to be a major player for Colorado. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches and weighing 210 pounds, the freshman has an NFL-caliber frame, with a strong arm and the ability to read defenses. But perhaps even more important than his physical attributes is his poise and maturity. Lewis is a young quarterback, but his decision-making, both on and off the field, suggests he's ready for the challenges that come with starting for a Power 5 program. It's clear that Salter's struggles have weighed heavily on Colorado's season. At this point, it may be more beneficial for Coach Prime to make a quarterback change, not just for the sake of the season, but to give the team a glimpse of the future. Julian Lewis represents a fresh start for the Buffaloes, a chance to develop a new leader for the offense and potentially turn the season around with a younger, more dynamic quarterback under center. While throwing Lewis into the fire may seem risky, the current state of the program might make it the right decision. Colorado is not on track for a Big 12 title or a bowl game in 2025, so this season could be seen as an opportunity to develop Lewis for the future. The team's identity is shifting, and there's no better time to give the freshman a shot than now. One of the critical factors in the decision to start Lewis is the potential for his future at Colorado. Julian Lewis, as a five-star recruit, has a lot of options moving forward. If he remains on the bench too long, especially when the team is struggling, there's a significant risk that he may consider transferring. Something that has become increasingly common in the era of NIL, name, image, and likeness deals and the transfer portal. In the current landscape of college football, the transfer portal is a real threat to programs like Colorado. If Lewis spends too much time watching from the sideline while his team underperforms, top-tier programs will be waiting with open arms to offer him the playing time he deserves. The longer he remains without a legitimate shot at starting, the more likely it is that other schools will pursue him. Colorado cannot afford to let a talent like Lewis waste away on the bench. The Buffaloes need to capitalize on the development of their young quarterback while they have the chance. Lewis' presence in the locker room, his rapport with his teammates, and his growing sense of ownership in the offense could provide the spark that this team needs. At 2-4, Colorado's bowl game aspirations are on life support. With just 6 games left in the season, Coach Prime may need to reframe his goals and focus on developing players for the future. Starting Julian Lewis could give the Buffaloes a sense of optimism and direction moving forward. Even if Colorado doesn't make a bowl game this year, playing Lewis could help establish the foundation for a brighter future. Moreover, there's a broader issue at stake: the morale of the team and the loyalty of the players. Several key contributors, such as left tackle Jordan Seaton and wide receiver Amarian Miller, could easily be tempted by nil deals or opportunities at more successful programs if the season continues to spiral downward. If Coach Prime wants to keep these players in Boulder, he'll need to show them that there's a clear vision for the future. A vision that includes Julian Lewis at the helm. Starting Lewis could reinvigorate the locker room. Players respond to leadership, and Lewis has the potential to be a leader both on and off the field. His playmaking ability could inspire confidence in his teammates, and his maturity could set the tone for the team's long-term direction. The Buffaloes face one of their toughest tests of the season this Saturday, when they take on the number 22 Iowa State Cyclones. While it may seem like a daunting task for a freshman quarterback, this could be the perfect opportunity for Lewis to show what he can do under pressure. If Coach Prime doesn't start him now, when will he get the chance? Iowa State's defense, while tough, may be just the kind of challenge that can help Lewis grow into the role. Rather than throwing him in against a weak opponent or in a meaningless game, Coach Prime could use the Iowa State matchup as a trial by fire, allowing Lewis to get comfortable with the speed of the Big 12 while facing a solid defense. It may not be easy, but it could be the best way to accelerate his development. For Coach Prime, the time has come to make a tough but necessary decision. Deion Salter has had his opportunities, but his inconsistent play has held the team back. Colorado cannot afford to waste another season with an unsettled quarterback situation. Julian Lewis represents both the present and the future for the Buffaloes. He's a young talent who can help stabilize the offense and set the program up for success down the line. If Coach Prime is serious about building something sustainable at Colorado, he needs to make the move and start Julian Lewis. The future of the program depends on it.